To get you approaching Elijah one, what does that mean to be closer to a guy like that?
Well, I mean, for me personally, it means I've played with a lot of great teammates that has allowed me and trusted me to do the things I need to do out on the floor, and so that's the number one thing. It also is a testament to me just taking care of my body and working on my craft, throughout my career, and it's always humbling when you're able to put yourself in any category with the guys that laid the path for you, and for the rest of us. So, it's pretty cool.
Did they do something different defensively in the third, or did you just take it upon yourself to be able to?
No, I just, it's just the way I read and react to the game. I did a great job in the first half of setting my guys up, and once I started to do that, a couple of lanes opened up for me because it was getting more closer to my guys. So, it was just. For me, it's all about feeling and seeing how the game is played, and they pretty much did the same thing in both halves.
How good are you guys right now compared to this stage last season?
I don't even remember the stage at this point last year, and I definitely don't remember the stage from my first year back. But just for us, we want to continue to get better. We got to do a better job. One thing that we all has taken a testament is just the way when we get up on teams, we got to figure out how to continue to just push the lead up, or just keep it where it is and not allow teams to get back into the game. So we did a great job in the third quarter, and then we allowed them to get back in the fourth, and we had to close the game out once again. But we're a really good team, but we want to continue to get better and work our process, work our habits, and if we do that, we'll be fine.
We've asked you before and often about your goals that you type out on your cell phone. Is averaging a triple-double for a season, is that on there?
It's not on there, and I never thought it'd be possible again. After obviously Big O did it, but if you see in the game today, you see guys like Russ and what he's doing every night, and I've come close a few times this this season. I don't know if it's just more possessions or guys are just the right place at the right time. But it's not something that I've typed down. But I've always told you guys I want to be a triple threat for my team every night, and that's scoring, rebounding, and definitely getting my guys involved. And if it results in that, then I'm fine with that.
I mean, there's obviously, I think there's 77 games left. So a long way to go. But coming into tonight, you were averaging 9.5 rebounds and assists.
Yeah.
Do you realistically think that you could keep that up for an entire year and maybe make a run at it?
I can do whatever I put my mind to. Just my mind ain't on it.
Certainly the last 6 years of your career, your team had the most attention on it. And with that came a certain amount of pressure. And seemingly, not just by your guys' locker room reactions to the games going on right now, but around the league, that team has the most pressure on it now. And how do you think that could affect your guys' group not having the pressure that you've become so accustomed to?
Well, I think our guys are, these last couple of years, our guys are they didn't know what pressure was about, so they don't even really care. Kev and Kai and Tristan and obviously Deli was on the team last year, and now Shump and those guys they was never on teams previously where it was pressure for them. So they was like, listen, let's just go out and play, and that's the same thing that we have right now. We're going to go out, and our pressure is what we put on each other every night, and we want to hold each other accountable every night. And I know we got a group of guys that's just not satisfied with just, doing what we did last year. We want to also be able to put ourselves in a position where we can do it again.
How much of this start has been the product of being together for the full preseason, healthy together, not having to learn off of one another like you did in 2014, and then being a bit dinged up last year?
That helps, and also, bringing pretty much our whole team back, and obviously we lost a few guys because of free agency and other things, but having our group back definitely helps, and so we were able to. It wasn't much learning. It was like, okay, let's pick off where we left off, and okay, but we know we got to work the process, but not much standing around. Coach Lou had a half a season under his belt, and so we kind of knew what we wanted to do right soon as the first day of training camp started, and so that's definitely helped our process.
Jaylen Brown said you pulled him aside, gave him a few words of advice. What did you tell him, and what were your first impressions of the rookie making his first game?
I'm not going to tell you what I told him. If he wants to bring it up, that's fine. But I think he's a really good talent, and that's why he was drafted so high. He's a strong kid. You can see he knows how to play the game. And Boston definitely, is enjoying all the picks that they're getting from the Nets the last few years. Appreciate it.
Into a substitution pattern with you where you kind of sit in the middle of the fourth quarter, come back with like 3 minutes left. Is that hard to get immediately into crunch time when you're kind of sitting in the middle of the fourth quarter like that?
No, man. It really starts with the initial start of the fourth quarter and the group that I'm in with. We saw a 16-point lead get down to about 6, and for me, I take full responsibility, and that's just got to be more aggressive and more decisive in the plays that we're running, and especially in that time frame. It's a box where I want to extend the lead and really give our guys some rest on the bench, and I didn't do that tonight. So going forward, as I get more accustomed to playing with the group that I'm in, because it could change, it varies. Tonight you saw myself, Kev, Shump, Guns, and RJ, and which for me personally, as a point guard, I just have to see where just be more. I don't want to say dictative, but when I'm out there, just take more control of what's going on, especially in that pocket of the fourth quarter before Bron comes back. So.
Ty mentioned, speaking about the team, that you guys get these big leads and you're battling over boredom. Maybe even if it's the word you use.
Nah, I don't want to say it's boredom. I think that we just have to muster up our internal motivation of just putting teams away. That's a good team in that locker room, but when we get up a lead like that and things are clicking for us, especially when we come out of halftime, just have to make more of a concerted effort to extend that lead and hopefully get rest in the fourth quarter. It won't happen that way all the time, but for us, we got to have that mental edge where going forward we're going to need in later in the season. So why not start now?
You guys had a lot of games like this game that's on right here that the entire league were paying attention to, especially 2 years ago when people were trying to see like what it would look like. Do you think that applied a good pressure on any level in terms of getting you guys to get together by hook or by crook? Like you needed to happen because everyone was watching.
You talking about Golden State? Oh, them coming together? Yeah. I mean, it's on any team, and I don't think. I think, if you're, kind of a basketball fan, you understand it. Then you see it for what it is. Putting a team together, no matter what, is going to be difficult. Whether they're superstars, all-stars, MVPs, the chemistry there. Being with different guys every single day, even though they have a culture built over there. For us, it was the same. Just finding plays and finding your spaces that you feel comfortable in. Guys are in different roles. It takes a while. So it was definitely good pressure. It led to us being in the finals 2015 and us making it back in 2016 and us ultimately becoming champions. So, you just wish them the best. It takes time. But for us, it definitely was good pressure, and we fueled on it. It was basically us versus the league. I still feel that way about this team, and we'll always have that chip on our shoulder.
It's only 5 games, but how big is this start compared to the last 2 seasons where things didn't exactly go as smoothly out of the gate as you probably would have liked?
You look at our culture and our guys that we're building here. First year, myself, Kev, and Bron first come together. Second year, we're not all healthy to start the season. And then this season, we're 3 years in with one another. We know what to expect. We have something that we're building here that's very special, and the trust and our responsibility and everything that we depend on for one another is already there. So it's not like we had to come in training camp and figure things out right away. For us, it's just about staying healthy and maintaining our edge on other teams.
Having Ty out of the gate helped with that instead of having Ty be here out of the gate rather than
having a solid head coach also helps as well. And like I said, when you go through what we went through last year as a team throughout the whole entire season, coming to this season, we have a foundation to really live on.
Kyrie, what's the team's mindset when LeBron gets it rolling like he did in the third quarter?
Well, get out of his way. You know what I'm saying? He'll, do everything possible to either, pick up the pace or be in position. So when he doesn't have anything, be ready to shoot or to be ready for that weak side action. He's capable of doing it on any given night. We've seen it for Lord knows how many years. I mean, it's what we kind of come to expect from him. And when he gets it going like that, I mean, you just support him as much as you can.
You mentioned the other day that you felt like LeBron had one of these games coming. What was it that you were seeing that made you feel like that was on the horizon?
Well, he's been more the initiator in our offense. You know, seeing weak side action, you know, being more of a distributor. But I knew it was going to come. And also I knew the magnitude of, he says he didn't know, but I knew the magnitude of what he was trying to do tonight to crack the top 10 in scoring. So, you know, I brought it up to him in the locker room and saying that you needed 2 more points. And, you know, he said, I didn't know. Yeah, he knew. Yeah, he knows everything. He'll tell you, I know everything. So, you know, I know he will get it in Philly, and I'm excited to be a part of that. I mean, almost every accomplishment seems like it's steamrolling. So.
I imagine the answer is yes, but do you think he could average a triple-double for a season this season?
I mean, anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. As you see, you know, he can do amazing things.